Hello everyone, it's me, Adrift. Welcome to the stream. I haven't taken it off the starting soon thing yet because I'm not entirely ready. Well, I am. I just wanted to say hello first. Okay, so as always, welcome to the stream. I'm happy that you all are here, and rules are in the description for the stream, so you know, take a look at that. If you know you don't want to like break them accidentally. I don't know. What else? Okay, so this is my first ever little Minecraft roleplay how-to series where I'm gonna go like in depth on a bunch of things. So like script writing, production, tips and tricks, you know, stuff like that. If you have any questions, you can ask me and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. Obviously, like, I'm not the, like, master of role plays, you know, but, like, I can still answer them as best as I can, you know? Okay. As you know, I don't know if some of y'all were here last week, but I had some trouble with my hotkeys. I don't know if I fixed them, because I didn't work on them. I was kind of hoping that they would just sort themselves out. But let me go into Minecraft. That's where this is gonna be. Just gonna do like talk in Minecraft, I guess. Okay, hope and pray that the hotkeys work. Which button did I set? It's this one, I believe. Okay. Hopefully that works. Oh my gosh. Is it gonna work? Oh yeah, it did work. Okay. I have my like stream open on my phone so that way I can see what's happening. Wait a second, where did my PNG tuber go? That is so weird. That is so weird. Should I check this real quick? Here, I'll check real quick. I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to see my thing. Oh, there she is. That's weird. On my phone, she's not showing up. Girl, you good? Oh. Okay, whatever. That was weird. Okay. So, welcome everyone again to the stream. We are here in my in the Moondust world because I figured this is like one of my roleplay sets, so I figured this would be a nice place to talk about it. So, as you can probably tell, my stream schedule said that this would be with friends, but none of my friends have joined me. So if you are my friend, please join me. I'm lonely. I need people to joke with. I'm a very lonely person. Not really. JK. Ha ha ha. So funny. Okay, so I wanted to talk about roleplays and roleplay production because I've learned a lot of stuff. So I thought the way this series would work is we'll go from the start of the series. We'll go from like the beginning of the roleplay to like end of the roleplay. You know, so like writing, script writing, getting voice actors, the type of roleplay you want to do, stuff like that. So I thought we can sit down and talk about some different, you know, types of roleplays. So, there are many different types of roleplays. There's first person, and then there's cinematic, and then there's like a third where you kind of mix the two, which I think is like my latest episode of Moondust, I would say, where you kind of like have the two elements intertwined, and depending on what type of roleplay you want to do, there's different things you do for like a cinematic roleplay and a cinematic and a first person, and depending on that you'll like get mods and stuff that will help you, like it'll help you research mods essentially. But before that, before any of that can happen, you're gonna have to be able to like write a script. I don't know why I was so like but you're gonna have to be able to write a script. How do you write a script for a roleplay? Well, I will show you by showing you one of but not one of Fantasy High, by one of Moondust scripts. Yes, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna walk you through it. Okay, okay, now, let's just wait. Let's see if my switching tabs thing pops up, if my hotkey will obey me. Oh, there we go. I can see it now. Now I can. Okay. Boop. Is it gonna switch? Please switch. Oh, there we go. Hello, welcome to my browser. You can see that we're listening to lo-fi hip-hop radio. Because we're researching, we're studying, you know? We got it. Okay, so here is a script. I thought it'd be nice if there was a visual representation of scripts, so that way you can see. Fun fact about this episode, this scene with Lila going to her dad was actually added in last minute because the script was too short. Now you might be wondering, Adrift, what is a good episode length? What is, like, how long should my episodes be? Ideally, I'd say 15 minutes. Anything else feels too short, in my opinion. But even then, like, I thought this was gonna be long, but it wasn't long enough. It was like, it came out to 9 minutes, which was disappointing, but, you know. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, Moondust is kind of like a first-person, Moondust is like a first-person, with cinematic elements, I would say. So it's mainly like first person, but the thing is, as the series went on, it got more complicated, so I had to use like cinematic elements. But you might be wondering, okay, I want to write a first person roleplay. Should I bother writing a script? I would say yes, because if you've seen first person roleplays, you'll see that they'll be talking to someone. It's usually when I first started this series, I just like typed that in as I set up the NPCs, but I decided no, it's much more easier if you just write out a script, like something very simple like this. So like you have the character name and then the thing, because it helps setting up. It makes it easier. You do more work in the present to make it easier for your future self. Trust me, your future self will thank you. So this is how scripts are normally set up. Maybe you want to go into voice acting for Minecraft roleplays and you're kind of intimidated by the scripts, or you want to know how to write a script right here. So usually this, do you see these little asterisk things over here? I don't know what they're called, but these stimulates action. You want to write in some action into your script. Some people are like, oh, well, I know what my character's going to be doing. I don't need to write in action. You should still write in action because that'll help you visualize it more, and it can help you like actually think of the scene that you want to write. I have heard tips of some people saying, oh, make storyboards. And personally, I don't make storyboards, but I think if you're the type of person that has like trouble like visualizing your scenes, it might be easier to make storyboards. But oh, why is there an 8 there? But yeah, that's just little food for thought. So usually I organize everything by scenes. You can see here it says pre-scenes, and then I'll go about writing my character right here. And then for fun, I have the Moondust logo here. Let me move. I have the Moondust logo here, and then I go about writing. So character name, then line, action. This signifies to me if it's cinematic or not. And yeah, another thing. Okay, but what if, let's say like you're writing a cinematic roleplay, what would you do? Well, again, you'd write in the actions, the things, something that's, since the script is like only for me, I didn't bother to add in like tone indications. So like here, if you're having voice actors and stuff like that, I would recommend putting in tone indications. So like right here in brackets or something, you'd say, what would this be? Wary, like hello, that's me loud, because that kind of like, that helps your audience, kind of like your voice actors just, you know, like feel the tone a little bit more. But as again, scripts can be a little bit daunting. So writing scripts like your whole series out, it can be a little bit intimidating. So what you're gonna have, so what some people do is that they write I'm gonna make a copy. They write a outline. We're gonna do example outline. Woo! Come on, do Google Docs, don't fail me now. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. Oh, so much. This is just 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Okay. So, we're gonna do example. I'm gonna do a fancy font because why not? I like Times New Roman. Not too fancy, but I like it. Do about this much, this big a text. Example, role play, outline. Now what an outline is gonna do is here you're going to write down your plot. What else? Storylines and episode outline. The main thing that helps me is like creating episode outlines. So here in your plot for like season 1, let's say, we're going to be writing what I'm gonna have to think of something. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna have to figure out a plot. Let's say what I want in my plot, I want it to be, let's say I want it to be like a kind of like a supernatural storyline. So let's say a girl moves to a new town and everything is normal and fine until I can't spell, until she meets someone new and they are actually a vampire. I'm just spitballing ideas. If anyone wants to give ideas as well for our fictional roleplay, please feel free to. Actually a vampire. What else? Going to a new town, everything's fine and normal until she meets somebody new, and they are a vampire. She then learns about, okay, but basically you get the idea, right? Like you're writing down your first episode, like a very, very outline thing. It doesn't have to be anything good. It doesn't have to be anything like really special. It just has to get your ideas onto the page. And next, storyline is more of like topics and things that you would like to include. So let's say since this girl, she's moved to a new town, let's say there's a storyline about let's say struggling to fit in, and let's say like she meets this person and she meets somebody new, unless she likes them, but they're a vampire, but they're not like a bad person or anything. We can do overcoming biases, because maybe she thinks vampires are like really bad, but then she meets this person and she's like, oh, you know what, they're kind of cool. Maybe what things were like wrong. So overcoming bias. And basically, yeah, you start to roll in like storylines and things. So maybe like during an episode or something, you can be like, okay, I want to focus more on struggling to fit in this storyline, or overcoming bias. We can write an episode around that, or have it be a continuous storyline. But then what really helps, I feel, is the episode outline. And what you're gonna do, and how you write an episode outline is basically, what I do at least, is... Oh, there's an ad. I don't know if you guys can hear me when the ads are playing, or if it just stops me dead in my tracks. But, how you write an episode outline is you go 1, that's episode 1. And how I do it is I like to leave certain things like up to interpretation, like up to how I feel. So I'll do it like, oh, it starts with blank and then ends with blank. So that way I'm still allowed that little bit of spontaneous creative freedom in the middle here, because when I'm actually writing the episode, then I can actually sit down and think more about it, but I still have an idea of where I want it to start and where I want it to end. That way, like, I'm not throwing myself into uncharted waters. I'm still giving myself a little bit of structure, but that's just how I like to do it. You can get as detailed as you want with these episode outlines. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of what else I can do. Anything else I can say about scripts? I will say that normally in roleplay teams that I've been in, they don't allow their scripts to be leaked. So don't let people leak your scripts, because then obviously that spoils everything. That gives it away. Some other things that I've seen people do with their scripts is that they will, when they're writing like a scene, like, as you know, in my roleplay thing, I just did scene 1. Oh, we have the fancy font bank. But what I've seen some other people do to make it a little bit more nice and a little bit more organized for their voice actors is they do scene 1. And then they put location. So the location is main character's house. Hello! How do you say that? I'm not trying to say your name, but I'm sorry. But main character's house. Then some of them also do weather, some of them also do time of day. That's up to you. That's up to you. But something that is really useful, I would say, is putting in your characters. Let's say Sam, Beth. That way your voice actors for Sam and Beth know that their characters are in this scene. And that way they don't have to read the whole script to try and find out if their characters are in that scene. And something else you could do, I guess you could like put in the number of lines that they have, because sometimes sometimes some characters only have 1 line, but then that line is harder to see, and then they accidentally not voice it because they literally didn't see it. Another thing to help with that is you can color code the lines. So let's do red, and let's do this nice color. So that way when people are scrolling through, voice actors are scrolling through the thing, they'll see their name and they'll be like, oh, look, my character is in this scene. Good thing I didn't miss it. And then when you're actually writing, let's say, you remember like Sam, let's say Sam, hello, wait, why am I in bold? Wait, no, not that. Hello, Beth, how are you? And then I'm gonna add in a tone indicator here, so like, friendly. Then I'll also color code this. So that way, when you're scrolling, and like, oh, there's my line, there's my thing. I'm gonna add in Beth's line as well. Then Beth is gonna be like, I say monotone, horrible. I don't know what Beth was getting up to, but she's not happy. And I'm also gonna make this bold. So, that is pretty much the basics of making scripts. You can, again, it really depends on your writing style. It depends on the type of roleplay that you're making. Like, if it's just a first-person roleplay, I would recommend writing down what your characters are gonna say in advance. But if it's a cinematic roleplay, you definitely have to write a script. Definitely. A little piece of advice that I will give is production-wise when it comes to making roleplays and it comes to making scripts. Do not write scripts as you go. Trust me. Don't do it. I've done it, and it did not work that well for me. Essentially, what it does when you write scripts as you go, this happened with my Fantasy High series. Basically, I was like, oh, it's a test series, you know, I don't have a set plot for it. I'll just go with the vibes. I'll write the scripts as I go. It'll be fun. It'll be a vibe. But that's not actually the case, because what ends up happening is that you kind of lose, if you don't have a good grasp on your story, you're gonna end up losing the plot. Like, originally, my Fantasy High series was just supposed to be like a regular, normal roleplay high school thing, you know? But then it ended up becoming like, then they had like the Mifo plot line, and it got away from me a little. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I loved the chaos, but definitely, I would say, just to make it easier on yourself and on your viewers who have to keep up with your storyline, I would recommend writing all of your scripts for at least like one season. You don't have to do all the season, but write like all of your episodes for the first season out front. It'll make your life so much easier, because then you'll finish. Because what I used to do is I used to go and I used to edit an episode. Like, I'd make a whole episode and I'd upload it, but then I would get like such big creative block, and I'd have to go and write what's gonna happen next, and I literally couldn't think of what was gonna happen next. So write it all outright, and then I would recommend recording a couple episodes, have them edited in advance, so that way you can maintain a steady upload schedule. Again, this is not what I did. What did I used to do? I used to record a whole episode, record, edit, and then post. And then the next episode would come, again, and it would be like, write, edit, record, edit, post. But the thing is, like, it was not fun at a certain point, because doing all those steps was like, you know, I am so good with words, guys. Good thing you warned me. I actually plan to go like just with the flow. Like, it depends on like the role play that you're doing. If it's like Fantasy High was like a test series for me just to get into the flow of things, because I knew that like when you start anything that you do for the first time, it's probably not going to be great. So I was like, okay, Fantasy High is going to be like a throwaway series where I'm allowing myself to make mistakes and learn how to do it. I'm not saying like you should make a test series. That's just what I personally did. But with my new roleplay that I am making, my new secret roleplay, I would definitely say, just write it all out right and save yourself the trouble of having to, write it all. Oh, I love my little sneaky animation. It's so cute. But yeah, I think that's it for scripts. Another thing I will say about scripts, you can see me pressing my keypads because in the thing, but You know how I said in the beginning of this episode that a good episode length is like 15 minutes? Again, depends on the series you want to make. Maybe you want to make a half an hour long episodes. That's up to you. But if you are gonna go for 15-minute scripts, I heard the best like how some people might be like, how long is, like, how do you know, like, when you're writing a script that it's been 15 minutes? Usually 15 minutes is around, you can see here, 15 pages. You can see here, my video for this episode came out to 9 minutes and I had 10 pages. But the thing is, it felt like I had written a lot because I wrote a lot of like action, like, oh, character did this, character did that, character did this and that, you know? So again, it really depends on your writing style. So I think what you should do is write a couple episodes, see how much pages that comes out to, and then when you upload it and you edit it, see how that translates into time. So let's say you write a lot of action, like a lot of Luna jumps and runs to join them sort of stuff, a lot of action, and it comes out to like maybe like 25 pages, like you're just that detailed, but then the episode is only like 5 minutes. That's sad, but then you would know, like, oh, I need a little bit less, I need to free up some pages, I need to like do a little bit less thing, I need to do a little bit less action, see how much that gets out for me. But I think that is good when it comes to scripts. Now you know the biggest warning. Just do it all beforehand. Just do it all beforehand. Okay, I'm gonna do my switching tabs now. Hopefully it'll work. Okay. Ooh. Is it gonna work? I'm watching my stream. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, it worked! Lovely. I'm gonna go back into Minecraft now. Alright. Is it gonna show? Is it gonna show? You can hear me walking. Is it gonna show? Is it gonna show? Whoa! There we go! We did it! Okay. So, now you have your script. You're ready to go. Another reason why it's good to have your script, like, beforehand is so that way you know, like, what happens in your story, what you want to happen in your story, where you want things to happen in your story, so that way you can pick an accurate map. You might be wondering, Adrift, how do I pick a map? Well, I can't really show right now because, like, I'm streaming, but basically what you would do to pick a map is you'd go online and you would search up, like, oh, castle map Minecraft, village map Minecraft. That's what I did with this. Usually I like to go onto YouTube and search that stuff up than to get the thing. You might be wondering, Adrift, how do I upload my map? Well, again, I can't show it right now because I'm streaming, but what you can do is you can go onto YouTube, just search up how to upload custom maps in Minecraft, and they'll be like super like easy videos that can explain it like way better than I can. But essentially what you do is you download the file, you go into your Minecraft folder, and then you go into the saves folder, and then you're gonna see a list of all of your Minecraft worlds, and then you just drag and drop the file into there. It's really simple. It's really simple. And then you log on. Oh wow, it's so cool. It's like, wow, look at this. I have this amazing world. But wait a second. I need this really specific thing and I couldn't find any like worlds that had it. What do I do, Adrift? Tell me, what do I do? Well, sometimes, here's the thing. Worlds are not going to be 100% specific to what you want. That's like, obviously. Like in my one roleplay Kaaitjies secret, what I did is like, there's a bandit camp, right? We all know, we all love the bandit camp. But the thing is, the bandit camp wasn't there originally. I had to find a little area and then build the bandit camp. So, the thing is, with these worlds, is usually the buildings are going to be empty, or this is originally the closed store. Like I lost this world, so now it's kind of, but then I got it back, and so now it's like back in its original form. But in my old series, not in my old series, before it got lost, I had to tear this thing down, make it into the closed store. So that's what you're gonna have to do. So like if you need that really specific thing, just build it. I know like not all of us are the best builders, but trust me, try. You'll get better, don't worry. So also, so now you have your world and you have your thing. Now you're like, okay, Adrift, what I need now is some mods. How do I download mods? Again, real simple. Search up how to get mods. You know, how do I get mods on Minecraft? Mac versus Mac, PC, like Windows, whatever like computer system you have, and follow those steps. But essentially, what happens? You should get your mods from CurseForge, because CurseForge is pretty safe and they have a bunch of mods. Find your mod, download your mod for like a specific version that you have. The version that I have, the version I'm on for Minecraft, is 1.12.2. But in another roleplay that I'm doing, I'm also on 1.16.2. So again, it really depends. But keep in mind, mods for like mods that are past, like older mods that I have, don't go past 1.16.2. 1.16, because I think what Minecraft did is when they updated to 16.2, they changed a lot of their coding, so which means a lot of the modders would have to go back into their mod and change the coding around, which is a lot of work. So a lot of them haven't updated past that. But a lot of the mods that are out for 1.16 are like really cool mods. So you're gonna have to kind of like sit back and ask yourself, okay, do I want these more traditional mods, or do I want these really cool mods? And if I do pick the more cool mods, how am I gonna work around it? So, yeah. What else? I guess it's also texture packs. Really, when it comes to texture packs, it just comes down to taste. You can search up for texture packs, cute texture packs. The texture pack that I'm using, I can show you, is... Where is it? Research packs. It's this one. Right here. Pure BDcraft. I like this one because it's like a pretty good, like, basic looking, medieval looking kind of thing. It's also what Afal used in Minecraft Diaries, so yeah, I once got accused of copying because I used the same texture pack, but let me tell you, you can use it. It's a free texture pack. Afal doesn't own the texture pack, so that's good for us. Now, I'm going to go over the 3 mods. I'm going to go over like some mods in my texture pack. Were you in a situation where you had to build everything? Yes. In my new roleplay, it's a genre that's not really done a lot, and I'm very specific about it. So I'm building my new roleplay set by scratch. That's what I'm doing. And and my friends are helping me, but we're all busy, so it's like not really happening a lot, but you know. You know what, guys? I should not have my friends here for like a while, because I am getting through like so much. It's great. What else? The 3 mods that I would say are pretty much in like every person's mod pack is custom NPCs, decocraft, and more player models. I would say more player models. If you press, what is it? F12, I think. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You get this little custom, and basically it's like a player thing. And what's nice is that you can change skins in it. Woo! And this is also how you would do like HD skins. I don't really know how to do HD skins because I'm not the one who makes like HD skins for myself. But what you would do is, oh, there's Luna. Nice. You go into edit, and there's a ton of things that you could do. You could give yourself claws, like Wolverine. This little bag of claws. Any other? Is it just this one? Okay. Well, there's claws, ears. Woo! Bunny, none, eyes. You can get yourself like blinkable eyes. But what people mainly use this for is, can I get the claws off? Where are the claws? There we go. What people mainly use this for is for HD skins. And to do that, you would get your HD skin, and you'd put it, not here, I think. In config? No. Edit. Options. Here. Skin URL. So how people make HD skins is they put them into like a drawing program and they draw on what they want. So like the HD eyes and stuff like that. Then they take that skin file and they put it and they upload it to Imgur, and then you would post the Imgur link here. But usually Imgur doesn't have, it'll just have a link, but the thing is when you upload it, you need to add in .png, because sometimes it doesn't add that automatically, so you might post the link and like, wait, it's not working, oh, it's broken, what happened? You just need to add .png, and then you just click, and if I had the correct skin file, it would show. Click. And there you go. And that's how they do that. I also know in a lot of, where's parts? I also know in a lot of role plays that give the girls this. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, this one is very popular. I know everyone uses this one. It's also this one. But yeah, if you were ever like, how do they do that to their character model? That's how you do it. And also another thing that this mod can do is that you can turn in to things, essentially. So you can act as a creeper, a donkey, a blaze. Oh, this is from a wizardry, the wizardry mod. Okay, that's weird. An old man. Okay, these are from mods. Ed's Wizardry. Some mods work with more player models, some mods don't. But for this one, I guess it does work. Oh, transparent horse. Oh, that's so cool. Doesn't Blockbuster already allow you to do that? Yeah, it does. But before Blockbuster, there was more player models. Where's my regular reset to player? Oh, there we go. Phew! And also another thing that people like to do is they like to scale. So like, maybe you want your character to be shorter. So you would just make your character shorter. So like, let's say, I think 90 is what they usually do to make the character like look a little shorter without it looking like so short that it looks unnatural, you know? But then you have to do like 90 for like everything. Oh my gosh. Alright, wait. 90, 90, 90. And then the legs. 90, 90, 90. But the reason this is nice is because like sometimes maybe you want your characters to have like distinguished heights, like certain heights. Maybe you want a character to be taller, maybe you want your character to be shorter. Maybe you want one to be slightly shorter because you think it's funny. Gonna reset this. But that's good. I will say though, this more player models is more so used when you are using body actors. Because some people, because here's the thing, there's this amazing mod called Blockbuster. that maybe I'll get into here, maybe I won't. But there's this amazing mod called Blockbuster where essentially you can pretty much act as the characters yourself. Because in the past, before we had Blockbuster, you would have to get body actors. And what body actors were is you would get a server, you'd pay for a server, and then you would get your friends, you would release applications. Can I move? I'm just gonna move away from that because it's annoying me. Okay, so you would get characters, you'd get people. You'd post applications saying, "Hey, I'm doing body acting applications. You all should join." And then you'd get people, and they would come onto the server. They would get the mods, come onto the server, and then they would use more player models. You can also save, as you can see, you can save presets. So I have Luna and Ryan here because that's when I use them. And then they would act as the characters. You know, you would say, and here's the thing, that's great. You can totally do that. I personally like to do that because it's a little more fun, you know, to have your friends in the same world, and it's funny. I won't say it's as efficient because there's like a lot more bloopers than when you're just doing it by yourself. But if you do want to do body actors, then you can do that because I mean, hey, it's fun, it's less lonely. But if you don't have the money for a server to like buy a server and pay that every month, you can do Blockbuster because Blockbuster, you can do a lot with Blockbuster. Blockbuster is amazing. So I will admit that ever since I've started using Blockbuster, I haven't been using more player models as much. But it's like a staple mod. I can't bring myself to get rid of it, you know? What else? What was the other one? Okay. Then the other mod that is a staple is custom NPCs. So, have you ever... Why do I have a torch of anything? Okay. What server hoster do you use? I used to use... Thing is, I'm using Blockbuster now, but I used to use, Server Pro. But there is, like, so many different, server hostings now that you can use. I know there was, like, MC servers, bisect hosting, I think. I don't know. I can't entirely remember. I can't entirely remember the server hosters, but I used Server Pro, you know. I liked it. It was pretty good. Another thing you can use is you can use Atenos servers, and the Atenos servers are free. But just keep in mind that there's a lot of ads on Atenos server because it's a free system, but it's like, it's very easy to use, and that's currently what I'm using to, like, build with my friends, because, I used to use Pro, but they charge so much, yeah. Would you be okay if I asked what shaders do you use? I'm okay with it, okay. So what I do is, the shaders that I use, BSL standards, but you have to keep in mind, BSL shaders are like, very heavy shaders, you know? I think my friend can even self-host on Umbretu? I think, maybe. I don't know, I haven't heard of that before. But I use BSL shaders, and something that's cool about about shaders, is that I know they're my favorite shaders. They're actually, I don't know why, but these shaders are like specifically the only shaders that work for me. Like every other shaders, like, causes my like screen to go into like, it causes the Minecraft world to look like something out of a horror movie. It's like, why is everything black and dreary? It's so weird. I know, I've tried to use Chop-a-Pic. I can't speak. I've tried to use Chop-a-Pic. I've tried to use Silder shaders. They just don't work, and I have no idea why. Okay, but anyways, the cool thing about shaders, I think you can do this in normal Minecraft as well, but you have this called analyzing. I think that's also in, where is it? Video settings. I think it's also here somewhere. Oh, here. But basically what's cool about this is that sometimes if I don't necessarily want to turn it off, but essentially you see these blocks? See how nice and smooth those edges are? Well, that's thanks to analyzing. In the past, before I discovered this, the edges of blocks were like very like jagged. So like if I zoomed in on them, they would not look this nice and smooth. But since I turned analyzing on, they're all nice and smooth. And my perfectionist mind can calm down a little. BSL was also my favorite for a long time, but then Project Luma stole my heart. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, but basically, I got completely sidetracked. Oh my gosh. So basically, have you ever seen like a first-person roleplay, or like you watched Aphmo like Minecraft Diaries, and then you see her like talking to these people, and she like right-clicks them, and a little speech bubble appears on top of their head? That's custom NPCs. It's this. Ta-da! This is just he's a very basic guy. He's a very basic guy. But if you talk to him, look. I think it's because of my shaders that you can't really fully see it, but it appears on top of the head. Or a texture pack, I don't know. But you might be wondering, how do I, you know, get him to look like my guy, you know? Well, you take your NPC wand and you right click it, and then you're gonna see this, and I'm gonna walk you through it. Don't worry, you won't have to go through what I went through. Okay, so you're gonna name him. Depending on the type of roleplay you want to do, you can have his name be shown, or hide it, or show when attacking. So basically, if you hit him, then his name shows. But for now, we're gonna do show, and we're gonna name him. What am I gonna name him? I'm gonna name him. Full caps. Bob. There we go. Then over here we have model. I don't really use title. I've never really used that, so I don't really know what that's for. But over here we have model, and essentially if you click it, you might notice that he was spawned in with these eyes, and I do not like these eyes, so I'm gonna go to eyes and click none. But if you want him to have any of the more player model things, so like the tail, the snout, skirts, ears, anything, you can apply that to your model. So that's why more player models is important to have if you're doing a roleplay like this. But there, no, that's done. Size. So it goes from 1 to 30. Size is like 5 is like the normal size. If you want him small, you can do 4. Now he's like a little kid. It can go smaller. Now he's a little baby. Oh, so cute. Okay. Gonna make him 5 again. There you go. And then over here, texture. Texture is like the... Wait. Oh, okay. I think I know what I did. I used the number pads. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, back to normal. I'm terrified. Just don't ignore that. Let's see. So texture. Texture is the skin. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to URL, and exactly like with what I said for, like HD skins, where you copy and paste the link and you put it into that thing, you do it here. And if it doesn't have PNG, you add that .png. And that will make your person have a skin. Or you can do player, and with player you just type in a username. So for example, if I typed in mine, boom, it's me. Yay! Winning! Okay. I wonder if I can... Maybe I'm gonna type in my friend's name. Let's see. I forget his actual username. Hallie Wags. It's like underscore or something? No. Oh, wait, no, look at that! Look at him. When he can't be here in person, he can be here in spirit. When your friends don't show up, just make a better NPC of them. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. Because, yes. Okay, this tool, this thing, is also important. This has living animation. And basically what a living animation is, you see how this guy is like looking around, he's moving, his arms are moving, he's a very livable person. It would be, well, if I turn this off, he's still. He still turns around, but his arms don't move. So like if you ever, yes, it is your skin, Callum. It is your skin. Thank you for noticing. Okay, just think nothing of it. Okay, so this is like nice if you like want to make like a statue and you have like a skin of a statue, so that way you can turn it off and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about like the arms moving. Just a very advanced standard. And then invisible. It's pretty self-explanatory. No. He's gone. Yes.
Am I an event? Am I a canon character?
You're a canon character. I'm changing his name as well from Bob to Callum. There you go.
Sorry I'm late. I had
It's
finished
okay.
work a little bit late.
It's okay. I'm just happy that you joined in any case.
I've got McDonald's.
Did you get me anything?
Yes, I got you chicken nuggets.
Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Okay. So, everyone, this is Callum, my friend. He's also a Minecraft role player, so he can also give you some tips if he wants to.
What
Okay.
tips would I have? You taught me everything.
I don't know, maybe like, anything. Any tips you have. Okay, and then we also have partially, which means ghost. We're gonna make him think. This has a boss bar.
Oh, he's joining us. Didn't expect that. Oh, I'm a ghost.
Well, the thing is, I have like a team roleplay server. It's just me and my friends in it currently, and I go into like a Discord call, and I'm like, set the status to, hey anyone, feel free to join. So my friends might pop in unannounced, but they're always welcome.
Well, I was
what-
meant to be here.
Yeah, you were meant to be here. Callum has agreed to be in every single of my streams. Every single one of my streams this February, so he's joining us a lot. Especially next week, because we're doing Stardew. Okay. And status, I'll be honest with you, I don't use this tab that much. But
What is
as-
the stats?
stats is like, this is how much health he has, if he can respawn, resistance, immune to fire, burn in sun, so it's like stuff you can add. Can drown, no fall damage, you know, pretty normal thing. AI, I only used one thing in this tab, which is movement, and basically what movement is gonna do, you have standing, wandering, moving path. Standing is usually the one I use. Wandering basically means that he'll wander around wherever. And moving path is where, oh, you want him to, like, follow a certain path. But for standing, because, you know, they're usually NPCs, we do this, rotation, and basically what that's gonna do is he's gonna constantly be looking this way now. Constantly this way. And then of course, if we go there again and we change this number to like, let's go 100, he's gonna turn. So that way you can edit this guy, so that way he's looking where you need him to look. Oh.
I'm looking at the wheat.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna do 0 for now. And it goes all the way up to 359, and basically that does a full circle. And then I also use these things sometimes. These go up to 9, I think. But if I was to go 7, this one, it makes him float a little. And then the opposite, if I make it a lower number, he'll go into the ground. Okay, we're gonna change him back to 5. And these ones cause him to go like left to right. One of them, I'm not sure which one, but one of them causes him to go left to right. The other one... Oh, I keep accidentally toggling my things on the number pad. I gotta stop doing that. Oh. 5. And this one, and another one makes him go back to front. Yay! And then... Oh, also animation. Very important. So basically, this is sitting. You click it, and he's sitting. Look at that. Sitting! And of course,
My favorite one is the dance. The dance is my favorite.
The dance, sitting, lying,
the dance.
hugging, sneaking, dancing. The classic
Minecraft.
shoulder jig.
I think I can do it great in real life.
To be honest, fights are the most imitating part for me. I know NPC War and the other person got some good tutorials on that, but still. It's not even that common to put them in RPs, is it? The thing is, even if it's not common to put them in there, still do it. Because if that's what you want to do and you feel like that's what's good for your series, then you should do it. Stay true to your unique vision. There's something wrong with sticking out from the crowd a little bit. Especially, like, as I said earlier, my next roleplay is very, like,
different.
Not very different. Like, it's not what you'd normally see. And I will admit, I don't usually do NPC
I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen anyone do the genre of your new roleplay.
Of mine?
Of the new one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else? Movement. We're just gonna have him be normal for now. And then with moving path, you can add in an animation, so like sneaking, hugging, we're just gonna do normal. Looping, pauses, basically this means on his path he will pause, so it's not him just like constantly walking. He's gonna stop a little bit, then walk, stop a little bit, and this sets his speed. But with moving path, I believe what you do is you take then NPC Pather, you right click him, now he's registered to this, and I click on the ground here. Oh, wait, no. Let's say I want him to go over here. Click that. I delete this first one. Delete, here we go. But, look at that! He's walking! Look at him go! But, let's say I don't want him to just randomly stop. I don't want him to, like, he's very stressed right now. He's pacing.
Am I?
Yeah. He's pacing.
What am I stressed about?
You're stressed about school.
I don't go to school, but okay.
There he goes. Oh wait, you're not in school. You're stressed about, life then. Okay. Wait, come back! So these are like useful, actually, what is this new thing you are going for with your new roleplay? You mentioned that. I think I mentioned it. I haven't mentioned it. And I haven't revealed a lot about it because it's still... Come back here! I'm deleting him.
Hey!
I'm re-adding him. Don't worry.
I'm stressed about life adrift.
I know. Player. Okay. So I haven't mentioned purposefully what it is because I want it to be a surprise until the trailer drops for it, because I am planning to upload a trailer for it. Okay. And then that's pretty much everything that I use, at least, with this. Inventory, pretty self-explanatory. You can put things in, you can put things in his inventory, that way he holds stuff. Or you can put things in these little slots. And so basically, if you were to ever kill this NPC, it has a 100% chance of dropping this, or it has a 40% chance of dropping this. You know, it's pretty fun. It might be good if you want to do battles with things and you want to drop stuff. And then we have advanced. I only use 2 things. No, wait. 3 things. I use a couple things here. Okay. So first off is roll. I don't use roll a lot, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, I do.
I've ever used roll.
I've used roll for follower. And basically what follower does is that essentially they'll follow you around. I haven't used this in a long time, so I don't necessarily know how to do it.
My days with you are over. Farewell. Do you know what I still don't know how to do?
What?
Dialogue.
I know how to do dialogue, and I will do dialogue. Okay, so here we have dialogue. I'm gonna do dialogue later because it's a little bit more tricky than the other thing that I use. So job, we have these other jobs, but the only one I use is Puppet. And essentially what Puppet does is you click edit, and you can then make a pose for your character. Look, it's waving. Hi.
Hello.
So that's what Puppet does. It does work with the other, like, you know how you could, like, change his pose, so, like, he's sitting, he's doing this, he's doing that. It does work with those, so I can have him sit and then change his pose a little bit from that. But basically, now we're gonna get into dialogue. So, you know those scenes where they talk to a person and then the thing, like the little speech bubble appears, the message in chat? Well, that is lines. And what we're gonna do is we're looking at interact lines. This is world lines, so I'm assuming that's just like things he says if he's out in the world. Attack lines, I'm assuming that's what he says if you attack him. Killed lines, what he says when he dies. Kill lines, maybe like when he kills you? I'm not sure. The only thing I really use is the interact lines. And basically, what these do is when you interact with them, he's going to say these things. So instead he's gonna say, we're gonna say Taylor 1. Woo-hoo. Woohoo.
She did win.
I know, I've even got McDonald's too. Best
Yes.
ever.
These are all things I would say.
Yeah. And so now when you interact with him, he's gonna say these things randomly. Very random. So if you don't want it to be randomly and you want it to say in that specific order, you go to lines. Random lines, no. And so then what's gonna happen is these lines are going to be set in this order. I will say though, these are the only slots I can use. I've tried to put lines in these slots, like over here, like something over here. It doesn't work. Like, for some reason, these slots, this one, this one, this one, this one.
Why can you write in them then?
Are the only ones that work. I have no idea. I click like no, like, as, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I don't know. But look, now he says it. Got my thought? Oh wait, no wait. What you have to do to get it to work is you have to go to lines, random lines, and then click off. So you can't click no, like, you can't click oh, random lines, no, and then go in and then edit them. You have to, it has to be the last thing you clicked. I don't know why, that's just how it works. But now, does it in the correct order. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of the lines, because I don't necessarily need them right now. I don't really know what the select buttons do. The select buttons are kind of just there. Okay, but now we're gonna get into dialogues that Callum is having trouble with.
Like, I know the basis of them, I just haven't ever done them. Because I've just voice acted everything.
Okay, so what dialogues are is like, you know, in those role plays where the character like right clicks a character and there's this big screen of text and you have the character NPC in like the corner of the screen. That's what dialogues are. So how you make them is you go and you click dialogues. No, not dialogues. Not this one. You go to global. This one. Then you click dialogues. And then you're gonna have, usually I assign something to a thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click add. We're gonna do woo, and that just helps me organize. Then you're gonna do add new, and then I usually add another one as well, which is just new with another thing. You're gonna go into the first one, edit, and then you're gonna click dialogue text. And this is going to be what the character says. So it's like, hello, Adrift. How are you? Close. Then I click dialogue options and I click the first one. These are like the multiple choices that you can have. So I'll do one that says, I'm good, thank you. And then you can pick the color. I'm gonna do green because it's the good option. And then what this does, disabled basically means that it doesn't show up when you're actually like talking to the character. Roll, I don't really know. Command block, I don't really know. Close means when you click it, you close out of the character. But yeah, basically what dialogue means is when you click this option, it will go to this dialogue option. So you click select dialogue, category column, and then you go to the second one. There. And this one will say, I'm horrible. Red. And we're gonna set it to close. And then in this one, you can say, that's great. No, I can't spell. That's great. Wait.
Is that how you spell what? Is that
Great. I'm having a like
great?
blacking out.
Greate.
Yeah, I think it's that. I don't know. That's great. I got you. Donald's. That's great. I got you McDonald's. But if we go out of the character now and we go back to advance, we click dialogue, select options, column, and then you have to click the first one. That's the way that's going to be like the starting point. There. So that way, when we walk up, we talk to Callum, he's like, hello, Adrift. How are you? Both the options are here. If you click disabled on one of them, like let's say I click disabled for I'm horrible's not going to show up. So you have to make sure that if you want it just to be there for looks, that you click close. But you say, I'm good, thank you. Then it goes to scene 2. That's great, I got McDonald's. Since I didn't set any scene options, it's not appearing because I didn't set anything. But essentially you do that, and you essentially just do that for as much as you need. Global dialogues, as you can see with Drake, there's a bunch. With Ryan, also a bunch. Villager is just like a preset that's already there. I've got a couple scene ideas, but I'm not sure how I'll make it all come together as a unified experience. That's something that you need to test out. Because the thing is, my best advice for people that want to like get into roleplays is just like mess around. Mess around with like your editing, your style, and eventually you'll things will come together in your brain. You'll be going to sleep one night and then you'll be like, wait a second, I can do this and this. And
It haunts you after a while.
It does. It follows you around, and yeah. But essentially, yeah, just make sure that when you're doing new dialogue options, you hook it up to the next thing, or else it's not gonna go there. But that is essentially custom NPCs. That is like how I use custom NPCs for my roleplays. And while I don't necessarily use it much anymore because of Blockbuster and stuff, I do like to use them for like little background characters to make the scene feel more alive. Goodbye, Callum. It's nice knowing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and kind of like a signature of a role player is that they always have the NPC wand in their hand. You know? Like when
Oh, it's a staple. It is the most important part of a role player's journey is to have that. It's actually a hoe without the texture pack.
Yeah.
Or if you have the lapis point mod on, or the lapis point texture pack, it's a wand.
Okay, you skipped my previous comment. Oh, sorry. Kaaitjies, remember when you mentioned I should write out the whole thing before I record episodes? Do you have any tips on how to wrap your head around the bigger picture? Yes. I do have a couple tips. Normally what I do is I just think about my roleplay as I'm going to bed. Because that's when you get the best ideas, you know, when you're about to go to bed. Or when you're in the shower. Wherever your creative juices get pumping, just think about it. You'll come up
what I do?
with... Yeah. What do you do?
So what I do is, this is what I do for ideas for songs, because obviously I'm a songwriter too, is I use the voice notes app on my phone, and I sort of talk over like a brief idea. Oh, this, for example, this rich girl loses all her money, she's now poor. And then, if I like the idea that much, I'll go into a Google Doc and I'll create a storyboard, a skeleton plan from the top of what the basic lore is, then side lore, little insignificant Easter egg things, and then I write out all the episode plans. So I don't write the episode scripts, I write out the episode plans.
Yeah. In
And
the
that's
previous thing I did like episode, outlines essentially.
Yeah. And I do a separate skeletal plan for every episode. And then it helps so much when you're writing a script that you have that skeleton plan.
Yeah. Another thing that also can help some people is that they will they'll do like, you know, a set episode count. So for example, they'll be like, oh, in the first season I want 15 episodes. And so what they do is then they try to fill up those episode slots. It can be more like restrictive in the sense that like maybe you'll fill up, maybe instead of filling up 15, you fill up like 12. For example. Then you're like, yeah, then you're like 12 for example. And then you're like, oh, do I stretch it out? Do I stop it at 12? Do I do this? Do I do that? But another time, I feel like it can be helpful to just like, you know, have a base, like, okay, I need to do this in 15 episodes. So that way you don't get too overboard, you know, with like, oh, I didn't set a limit for myself and now I'm at 25 episodes and that's way too long. And yeah, it really, again, a lot of role-playing and writing and execution really just comes down to personal preference and how you like to do things. So I can give like tips and I can give like, oh, here's my experience, but at the same time, you can take everything I've said and just throw it out the window, except for like how to do the mod stuff, because like that's how you do the mod.
There's
stuff.
only one way to do mods.
There's only one way. But other than that, that's like that's stuff you have to like build for yourself. I will say another thing that was like really big within the community was like, oh, I want to make my roleplays look like AFMAO, or the latest one was like making their roleplays look like Atmosphere. Did you ever watch Atmosphere?
No, who's Atmosphere?
Atmosphere.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, the only roleplay people I watch now is you. Yeah,
that's the thing. I hardly watch roleplay content, but I love making it.
I watch SMP
you, of
content.
course.
Oh, yeah.
I do!
I'm more SMP content now, and yeah, that sort of thing. And I watch SMPs and Stardew Valley. That's all I watch.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you upload a Moon
Also,
Dust or a Katie Secret or a
A
Fantasy
little
High.
tip for computers that are like for lower end computers. My computer is like fine, but it's still very laggy with like modded Minecraft.
What did your family call it? A beefed up MacBook?
A beefed up Mac is what they call it. I am trying to make my own computer because that was my original plan, but my parents were like, no, we're getting you a beefed up Mac, and I'm like, okay, but
Listen, if you get your own computer, go Windows.
yeah,
You
I
could
probably
play with
will.
us Among Us people.
Among Us, I can finally vent.
4 years too late.
It'll be great. But basically, turn your max render distance down to 4. It's much better. Like, I usually use 4 when I'm like inside, when I'm filming scenes inside, so that way I get that nice, crispy, smooth glide of like Optifine. That nice smooth glide.
Oh,
but then when
look
I'm
at that
outside-
glide.
Yeah, but then when I'm outside for like wide shots, I'll do like 12. Which even then might
Also,
still be a little.
Here's a good tip for people starting roleplays. If you cannot handle shaders, do not use shaders.
Yes, if you can't do shaders, don't do shaders. If it's like really to the point where it's like really laggy or like crashes your computer, you just don't do it. It's not
was a
worth
case
never being
of,
able to play Minecraft again.
Do you remember Wolfie did a trailer for her roleplay that she never ended up doing with us?
Yeah.
And she turned her render distance all the way down and she used shaders. It was fine, but at the time her laptop couldn't handle it, so it was a very laggy trailer.
Okay.
So rather than put the quality at jeopardy by making it look laggy, just don't use shaders.
Yeah. Okay, and then the third mod that's like pretty much in every mod pack, the holy grail, is DecoCraft. DecoCraft has a lot of like items in it. I don't know if it goes past 1.15. I think it does. I think they have like an alpha.
I think
version.
they've updated it recently.
Ooh, okay. That's good. But basically,
Hang on, bear
like,
with.
y'all have seen these beds.
It
Y'all
goes
have
up
seen
to
these beds.
1.18.2.
Oh, really? That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. But yeah, they have a bunch of furniture items, skeletons, but like not the alive ones, just the dead ones.
And they've also changed it, so it's no deco bench anymore. It's now a decomposer.
A decomposer. Oh, okay. But yeah, they have a
It
bunch
looks-
of models that are like that you can use. And it's just like they have so much that it's kind of like a staple. Everybody pretty much uses them. If you don't want to use this specific decoration mod, you don't have to. But if you want to know what everyone else is using, it's this. There's like a couple others that I know of. The best way to find, and then I would say everything else is any other mods is like up to you and what you want to do with your roleplay. I will say that the ones I use as well that I would consider a staple is Chisel and Bits.
Hey.
But I don't use it
I was gonna ask
a
if you
lot.
use Chisel and Bits.
Yeah, I do. I don't use it a lot though, because like I'm low-key kind of scared. I'm low-key kind of intimidated by it. And then there's also Blockbuster, and I also use Bibliocraft, which is another decorative one that I use a lot. Harvestcraft for that sweet food. And then since my roleplay has magic and stuff, I use Astral Sorcery. I've only just added Astral Sorcery. They have like these cool things.
I haven't heard of Astral Sorcery in years.
Yeah, mainly you don't necessarily have to know what it does. If it looks cool, you can be like, oh yes, this is the teleporter to the evil dimension. It's very like step over, it can suck you in. Like, you know?
I always just use Electro Bob's wizardry. That's
Electro Bob,
classic.
maybe I'll use that.
Oh, you have. It was you used it in Fantasy High.
Oh, okay. But basically, you don't have to know what any of this does. It's purely for the vibes.
Cosmetic.
Cosmetic. Oh, I do like the crystals though. I do like these crystals that like float. They're cool.
They don't fit in with the game, but they're cool.
You know. I also like Botania because of all the cool plants and also like cool stuff. So if you want your character to have like a cool staff, like a fire staff. Look at that, so cool.
Hashtag rest in peace, custom NPCs staffs that used to crash us all the time.
But yeah, it depends on like what you want to do. I also like these little. Can I place these down? I feel like no, not these ones. But I do like these little floating islands. Oh, also, this thing I've seen in so many roleplays.
What thing?
Like this specific thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. Look at him go.
He's living his best life.
Living his best life. And what else do I also like these little floating islands that have light in my hand apparently. But yeah, that's another thing I use. What else do I use? This is all Decocraft. More Decocraft. Oh, fairy lights. And flat color blocks. This goes in hand with chisel and bits because sometimes you need just flat colors. And then we also have chisel, which has a bunch of different textured blocks. Wizardry.
That's Electro Bob wizardry.
Yeah, for the cool staffs and armor. These little ring things. I think you can also do spells with these books. Like, oh, wait, no, it's not with the books. With the scrolls, I think. Frost barriers. Oh! Ta-da! I will say though, I don't know how to do it without the scroll, so your character might have to hold the scroll. Maybe you can work the scroll in. Can I break this? Oh. Well.
That's there now.
This is part of the set now. Oh. There we go.
Oh,
also,
it went down.
Yeah, and with custom NPCs, they used to have like this little they used to have like varied commodities. This mod used to be a part of custom NPCs, but then they separated it. So now if you want all of these cool little blocks, you gotta download this as well. Like the blood block.
Why did I know that was the one feature of that mod you were going to point out? The blood block.
And then you got like these things. Don't know what to do. This book, very popular in the Minecraft community. In the roleplay community.
Oh, that book, yeah.
Everybody uses it. This is at the cool kid table, that book. And then what's also very commodities is this. Oh yeah, wait. And this. So you got coins, little things. I think you can actually play these. Let me check.
Yes, you can.
Oh! It doesn't like show you playing it, but you can play it. And you got a bunch of cool little items. We got the pendant of life. We got a bag.
You got the phone, which people, the phone which people use to use as a TV remote.
Yeah. Hello, Papa, is that you?
Do you know what annoys me about that phone? And it has for many, many, many years. There's a pixel missing. There's a pixel missing there.
Yeah.
It's annoyed me for so many years.
These staffs used to crash just because if you hold it, it does magic.
I remember we used to do that so much on set.
Yeah. And then these little things. So that's my mods. That's why I do it. This mod pack serves me well. But again, really it depends. The mods really depend on what you want to do with your roleplay. Like maybe it's more sci-fi, maybe you want more heavy like machinery. You could look up mods that have heavy machinery. Another thing I use, another mod I use, is I forget what this is called, but it's essentially a mod that makes the round like the better foliage. That's what it's called. Better foliage essentially turns the logs around and gives the leaves this nice little 3D effect, and it makes the leaves fall. Fall leaves.
This texture pack that can do that now.
Yeah, I think this one.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Better leaves add-on. I think that's what it does.
This the person asked, "What if you're scared you're gonna burn out?" In particular, video editing.
Particular video editing.
Editing's no one's favorite job.
Burnout's definitely a real thing. A lot of the time when I didn't upload, it was because I was burnt out. But like I've noticed that like when I stopped making content like officially, I would miss it, something terrible. And with video editing, what I would do is I tried. The thing is with me as a person, I typically don't like doing homework or like editing or stuff like that. So what I do is I try to make it very unofficial for myself. So what I'll do is I'll like, oh, you know, I'm going to watch a video and maybe, you know, because I have time, I don't need to necessarily be looking at the camera for this. I'm gonna, like edit a scene, you know? Like, take it in chunks. Take it in chunks, you know?
I used to do one scene every week.
One scene every week.
That's
like,
what I used to do.
Much, don't force yourself going overboard. Celebrate the small victories. And if all else
What about
fails,
burnout for writing?
Burnout for writing. Again,
Because that's a struggle we've both.
Yeah. That's why I say do all the writing beforehand, because when you're first starting a new roleplay, you're really into it. Like, I'm gonna write everything, it's gonna be so cool, it's gonna be grand, it's gonna be this and that. I think my hotkeys have given out. Let me try again.
Oh, not you and these hotkeys again.
Yeah, it worked. They worked surprisingly, like, they worked a long time in this stream. But, I would say just, what was I saying? Take it in. If all else fails and you really don't like editing, you could always, like, pay someone to edit, specifically your Minecraft roleplays. But that's a cost-heavy option. So, like, if you have the money to spare. But normally you don't. So just take it at your own pace. This is why I also say that, like, when you're making a new roleplay, have a few episodes edited beforehand, so that way you can start uploading them while you're editing the other episodes. Preferably what I'm gonna do with my next roleplay is write it all out, and then record everything, and then once I have edited a few episodes in, I will then start uploading. So that way the timeline works better. So, my question is, I've pretty much gone over like a lot of stuff, at least the stuff that's off the top of my head. I waited 12 years to make this roleplay. I'm not going to give up, and most of my efficiency is going to decrease. Exactly. You know, I have the biggest issue that comes to Minecraft roleplays, especially newer Minecraft roleplays, is that they end before they start. If that makes any sense. Like,
Same with SMPs.
Exactly. Same with SMPs. Is that the main issue with roleplays? I would say my advice to new roleplay makers is that I want you to know that this form of content is very hard and it's very draining. It's a lot because there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just a quick like let's get on, let's play some games, stuff like that. There's a lot that goes into it. Like mentally, physically. Well, not really physically because you're essentially standing at your desk, but you know, it's some tedious work, you know? And I would like, back in the day, I used to audition for like a lot of different Minecraft roleplays, and a lot of them that I got into would end like an episode in or before the episode was even done because the people making it realized that, you know, it's a lot of work that they weren't prepared for. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna glamorize it. All I'm saying is that it's a lot of work, and I used to have, and the people that, I'm one of the last role players that I started out with. Like, you know when you like start making role plays, you know, like there's other people like that are there with you. I'm one of the last. There's not a lot of people that I started out with that continued to make role plays. Like they moved on, and that's good for them because they realized it wasn't their thing, and they stopped. But at the same time, it's also a little sad.
Rest in peace, roleplays.
Rest in peace, role plays. May their creators do better things.
Well, I mean, if you find something that works, it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And I would say, like, and you also have to be prepared for your roleplay not getting views, because I will be honest, roleplay is not really the algorithm isn't really picking us up that much. Like, there's few of us now. There used to be a lot, now there's few.
The problem with that happened during COVID because it shifted from people wanting to watch these really awesome, hard effort put in Minecraft machinimas to people wanting to watch people kill each other for music discs on an SMP.
Yeah, basically roleplays kind of turned into SMP.
Lore. I love lore
SMPs.
SMPs.
I love them too.
Like, they're one of my favorite projects to work on. I've only done 2. But it does it because obviously we're creatives. It's what we do. I just don't find the passion for lore SMPs that I still do with roleplays. And I know I haven't made a roleplay in a while, but it's more of like I still have that passion better than I have for lore SMPs. Because
same.
to me, a lore, or to me, like anything roleplay production, character-wise, that belongs in an MCTV video. SMPs to me is just, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're fighting a wither.
Yeah. Okay, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Sorry, I interrupted you on a tangent about lore. Oh, the lights went out upstairs.
It's okay. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. And I kind of like with my atmosphere point. But basically what I was saying is like in the olden days people were like, oh, I want to make my stuff like Atmo, or I want to make my stuff like Atmosphere, because she stopped making role plays, but like when she was around she was like pretty big. And a lot of people have like taken inspiration from her style. And while it's great to take inspiration, I would just like to say it's also great. You should also, like, while taking inspiration is great, you should also try to find like your own unique style of recording and this and that. Like, don't buy in to like this specific thing, or like recording this way, or writing this way, or having series like this. Like, do what you want, because if you buy in to like the other things, so let's say like high school roleplays are doing really well, and you're like, oh, I want my roleplay to do really well, so I'm gonna do high school roleplays, even though I really want to do like a medieval roleplay. It's gonna burn you out faster, because essentially you're not doing what you want. Or if you're like, oh,
I haven't seen many high school medieval roleplays. That could be something.
That could be something. Like,
medieval high school.
That sounds like something, definitely. And yeah, oh, I was gonna say, the thing that decreases a lot of people when it comes to roleplays is like you have to be prepared for your video to not get a lot of views like at first, or maybe even at all, because the algorithm, again, like roleplays aren't as popular as they used to be. And it hurts especially with role plays because like because like people will be like, oh, I wanted to do role plays to like make people happy and like, you know, see my stories or a creative outlet. But then when you get like no views and it seems like your video practically made no impact, it can be saddening. It could be like, oh, I guess my story isn't that good, or oh, I guess my people don't like my story, or stuff like that. But that's not the case. It's simply because like it's not popular currently.
Like there's a good chunk of people still watching role plays on YouTube.
Yeah, and they are loyal.
Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah. Like if you think of the people who watch your role plays and the people who watch my role plays, like it's consistent. The people who are loyal, they comment, they like, they do all the things.
I'm a marketing genius. I'll make people care. Exactly. Go for it. But yeah. I don't know what else to say. I could go into Blockbuster, but I feel like that deserves its own stream in and of itself.
God, not Blockbuster. That scares me.
Yeah.
It scares me.
It's very intimidating. For those of you who don't know, this is Blockbuster.
I watched the unlisted video the other day, and do you know what regained my passion for role plays?
What?
Not series-based role plays, movies. I thrive on writing Minecraft movies, like the one I'm doing for my thing, and also doing sort of Minecraft music videos, not just for like not a Minecraft parody, but a Minecraft machinima with just like music that fits the theme. Like when I ended my role play, I did a Taylor Swift song which fit the theme, and it was still one of the most favorite videos I've ever done.
Isn't the problem is the Minecraft resurfacing as a game for completely different audiences used to new younger viewers with different expectations? That is true as well. Like, it's a new generation now, and what they're into currently is like 100 days. I did this in Minecraft, stuff like that. Hey!
The new generation of Minecrafters scare me.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that like the generation before us said that about us as well.
And I'm pretty sure we're gonna say that again for the new.
And another mod I use that I like is dynamic surroundings. You get these really cool sounds, like this wood, like this walking.
I can't hear it. Oh, but I've got the sounds turned off, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think I might do Blockbuster for another stream. Or maybe even a video.
Let me look at your schedule a sec.
Okay. How long have I been streaming for? I don't know.
106 minutes.
How long is that in hours?
That is almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours? Eesh. I think that's a good length.
That's a long time to talk about roleplays.
That is. It is a long time. We even talked about like the future of roleplays a little bit. Well, just like making roleplays in general, you know? At the end of the day, don't give up, because trends come around. Minecraft roleplays will have their time again, or MCTVs, because, you know, it's me, Zany. How are you? Hi, Zany. It's been so long.
Zany.
I'm doing good. How are you? It's getting dark. Wait, I gotta close my. Wait, I can't close my window because then it's gonna be like immersed in darkness.
And you can't see the keyboard.
And then I can't see the keyboard. Well, my keyboard lights up, so.
So what I find funny?
What?
It's nothing to do with roleplays. Me, you, and Hal have the same mic.
That's hilarious. The mic cult.
We have to. Well, yours is a little bit different. Yours is pink.
Yeah, mine's pink. I stand out even when I'm fitting in.
but we have the same mic.
Yep. What can I say?
We're
Good
set-
mic.
We're set aside from we're pros. We know what we're doing.
Yep. Yep. You know what I said about like doing your own thing and like you don't have to fit in? Scratch that. Mic. When it comes
Get
to
the
mics,
same mic as us.
one of us. One of us.
One of us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's all for today. As always, if anyone watching has a question or something that I can answer to the best of my abilities, are you going to answer? Answer what? Oh wait, how many episodes will this 101 series have? I was planning for more episodes, but honestly, I have talked about so much already in this episode. I can't think of what else to talk about other than Blockbuster.
You can do a behind the scenes of different role plays, like
I could
of
do
the
behind the
finished
scenes.
ones. The
I
finished
could.
ones.
Yeah. I guess I could.
Or
Like,
reacting to your old or reacting to your old episodes of your series and what you would have done different
that's
with what
true.
you know
I
now.
could do that because the main thing about this series is I want to help the new generation of Minecraft role players because I don't want us to die out. So, you know,
We're already rare breed adrift.
a rare breed. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Blockbuster episode, and then I'll see what else I'll do. I'll consult my notes, aka my brain, because I don't take notes. But yeah, other than that, I think we're done for today. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you, Callum, for joining me. Next week, Monday, we're going to be playing Stardew Valley. Callum's also
Yay.
going to join us, I believe. He's not going to be late again.
Sorry, sorry, my shift got extended by 2 hours. So
I wish
they didn't
Nebula picked up some MC roleplayer. What's Nebula? I don't know what it is.
Nebula. I have a friend called Snebulous.
Maybe it's like an agency of some sort. I don't know.
Nebula.
But
Is
next
that
week
like
we're doing...
is that like YouTube but different? Is that like TikTok?
I'm not sure. But next week we're doing Stardew Valley. We're gonna be striving for perfection. We're gonna go all the way. We're going all the way, boys.
Are we starting fresh or are you going into
We're starting
your...
fresh. We're
Oh,
going
okay.
day one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my, I can use my mods because I've only got like aesthetic mods on.
Yeah. And then after that, we have Overcooked 2, I believe.
That's not on. Oh yeah, it is on your schedule.
Yeah, it is. It is. Do you have Overcooked, Callum?
I didn't even know what it was until just now. I'll buy it.
It's
though.
very fun. You should play it with me, or else I'm gonna be playing alone.
Is it on PC?
It's on Steam.
Oh, I can get it cheap. Yeah, I'll buy it.
It's a YouTube for elites. Tail Foundry is on there. Not that I like it, but it could be
Listen,
one way
It's
to make interest in
£2.49.
roleplays
I'm
resurface.
buying it.
That's true. That's true. Huh? What, Callum?
It's £2.49. I'll buy it.
Yay! Do you wanna after stream? Do you wanna practice it?
What is it first of all?
It's like a
Why is
cooking
the
game.
DLC? Is it multiplayer?
It is multiplayer. It's like a friendship destroyer. It's like an Uno, you know? It's like
What's-
Uno in the sense that it destroys friendships in the best possible way. Okay, but
I'll buy
I'm
it
going
when I
to...
have my bank card with me. I haven't got my bank card
Okay.
with me right now.
Well, I will see you all later. If anyone else has any roleplay questions, feel free to leave it on this video and I will answer them to the best of my abilities.
Did you check the
And-
comments for the last stream, by the way?
I did check the comments for the last video. Hey, I've got an idea. Okay, I'll wait until you say your idea.
Phew.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know, I love the thumbnails that your lives have
Yeah?
recently.
That my sister is making.
Like, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Your sister's talent.
Yeah, she is. The thing is, though, I can't afford to buy any more.
So it's just those two.
Oh wait, I don't think we're doing Stardew next week. Next week is
Survival.
Next week is survival again. Oh, okay. Are you and Pac gonna join again and talk
Right.
about getting married again?
I'm divorcing Pock because he hasn't
Oh,
shaved
okay.
his mustache.
That sounds like a fair reason.
You've seen his mustache and his
I have
mullet.
seen his mustache.
I'll definitely join.
Yay! I'm a very social person. I need people with me.
Well, because
I also have a couple ideas for like challenge videos that we can all do as a friend group. If you guys are down for it.
Yes.
Well, I have one idea.
Well, I just recorded a series with my friends Nebulous. We did one block, Skyblock,
Ooh,
and it was chaotic.
that sounds fun.
We managed to record, because we did it in hardcore, we managed to record it all in one day.
Yeah. How about at the start and end of new series, we promote other MC YouTubers so we spread awareness and collectively protect each other from extinction? That is a good idea. I think, because the thing is, like with small creators, the thing I like about being a small creator is that we're very supportive of each other.
Can we call ourselves small creators anymore?
I
'Cause
don't know
we're-
if I count as a small creator, but I feel like I have the views of a small creator, you know?
Like, do I count myself as a small creator after what happened recently?
Yeah, I'd still say I don't. What is a big creator? What would you say is a big creator? Like 100,000? I feel like that's relatively big.
I'd say after 10k, you're not a small creator anymore.
I'm not a small creator anymore.
But we let you hang out with us because we like you.
Yeah, but with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope to see you next week where we shall go back to the Dragon's Gonna Die world and continue with our little journey. Yeah. May I join y'all afterwards? It's been a while. Of course. Of course. I know a one-million channel that does small views nowadays. Yeah, but that's the thing. It depends on view count. But yeah, I shall see you all later. Oh wait. Goodbye. Nice
Ciao,
to see you. I
adios.
don't think my keybinds are working anymore. So yeah. Okay. Bye.